Welcome back to the Gauntlet. Today with Apopalypse. Definitely one of the more difficult game modes, and even though it's a medium, I'd say it's more difficult than some of the hard game modes. As soon as I'm going to click play, I'm going to be using Etienne as my hero to make sure we have camo detection for our supporting towers. Because it's a more difficult game mode, I've chosen two supporting towers, which are the bomb shooter and the boomerang monkey. Nice little neighbors here next to each other. I've decided to choose both of them because Apopalypse is a game mode where you need a lot of peers going, and both of them have really good peers. So they're going to ensure our nice victory. But they can't see camo, neither of them. That's why we got Etienne going here, to make sure camo won't be an issue. I like this placement for him because he has 1, 2, 3 major sections where he can affect the balloons and shoot them. Because he has his little drones, he doesn't really need much area in these sections. He just needs to be able to reach everything, and the more sections of the tracks he can reach, the more effective he will be. So he's doing a good job here. Next up, I think I will get the bomb shooter. Starting out with top half, because really big bombs with fragments are really strong. So I'm going to get them up for some extra balloon popping power, and after that we will get our boomerang as well. Apopalypse sure is keeping constant pressure on us, doing a great job with that. I really like this game mode. I wish it would be longer than this. If there were 100 rounds version of Apopalypse, it might be one of my favorite game modes completely, maybe even the best, because it's actually challenging in the early game. It's the only other game mode that's really difficult for the early game would be Chimps, and that's like the overall hardest game mode, so that's understandable. Apopalypse is great, especially because the extra balloons give you extra money as well. So you can really just get rolling really fast with your towers and constantly have nice cash flow and action going on the battlefield at once. And the seemingly AI generated random rounds, I think that's how it works, because I always see different rounds for Apopalypse. They are so much fun. I just like the chaos of randomly generated rounds being thrown at me. Uh-oh. Oh, the zebras almost destroyed us here with their regrow farm. Actually, they would destroy us. So let's get back into it. One thing that kind of exploits Apopalypse game mode is rejoining into a running game. Because then all of the active balloons get completely swiped away and you only have to deal with one wave at once, even though usually in Apopalypse there are multiple waves causing you trouble. But if you ever get overwhelmed, just retry last round and it's going to be much easier for you. As you can see, now it's not nearly as big of an issue, even though it's still too much for us, because regrows are a bit crazy in early game, especially when there's zebras and your main popping tower can pop them. So I'm afraid we need to change out our bomb already. Really showing the difficulty of this game mode. I can almost get Glaive Ricochet. If we can afford him, that won't be an issue for us at all. But if we can't afford him, then I think we already have messed up our early game, haven't we? Ooh, that wouldn't be too great. Let's see if that works. Let's make him left-handed, because that's superior. Very good. That's still not good enough. This is exciting. I love it. Finally, a challenge in this challenge. This is the first genuinely difficult round. Not round, but game mode we have to deal with. And I love it a lot. What if we just get cluster bombs? He's notoriously slightly overpowered. So probably going to be able to carry these. Because he can just pop zebras for some reason as a bomb shooter. I know it's because frag bombs allows to pop black balloons, but I don't think it really makes sense for cluster bombs to keep that attribute. It just immediately makes him superior to top buff, and therefore top buff is not really getting much use at all. He's just a bit too much for his low price, I'd say. Cluster Bomb is a bit too good. But it's fine. Also, no LEDs on 28. You really gotta get used to the waves working completely differently. Camos coming much earlier, LEDs coming much later. It's quite a lot of chaos on Apopalypse. And I love it a lot. It's such a good game mode. Yeah, definitely. So good. I just don't play it often because it's in a medium category and I need to beat 2 medium missions before I can access it. I'd much rather beat the hard mode ones as a prerequisite, because those are more fun to me than going to round 60 and already getting out of the game. I like going to round 100, but 80 doesn't feel that terrible either. Also, we just don't have enough for level 8. That's so annoying and I love it. We're so close to getting camo detection, that's so funny actually. We just barely don't have enough. Wow. Can we buy it? Yes, we can. But what now? We need more popping power. Level 8 might not be the play, but what do we even do in this case? We can't really get camo detection at this part. We can always just retry to get new random waves, but I don't think that would be the optimal play here. Maybe we can try to get frag bombs and that will help maybe? No, I think this is just bad luck for us here. Too many camos too early. So let's retry this. Again, let's get our hero immediately. We're going to place him a bit more further up because this little section here wasn't getting used anyway. So I might as well get more track length in the top. And now we wait just a little bit. I think I'm going to start out with boomerang this time than with bombs. And that should be better, considering the huge amount of zebra balloons coming early. Also, I leaked some yellows because the drones don't move fast enough. That's a bit crazy. Good, a boomerang monkey. Where do we put him? Over here? Let's make him left-handed. Good old boomerang man. I got a monkey knowledge that makes the boomerang spin around an extra time. It's a really cool monkey knowledge, but only really affects the middle path. I still like it a lot. I just love the little extra spinning boomerangs, and I think for permacharge it's definitely super effective to have that monkey knowledge. So good stuff. But unless you use permacharge a lot, I wouldn't recommend getting that early. It's a bit of a niche use, and bottom path and top path don't really care about it being a thing at all. I still appreciate that they made that monkey knowledge. It's so cool. Anyway, waves are going much nicer this time. Bomb really needs at least tier 3 to be effective. A tier 2 bomb shooter doesn't really matter that much. But boomerang on tier 2 is already quite decent. That's why I'm glad to have gotten him as a start. He's just much nicer to start off with. Also, he can pop all of the important types of balloons right now. Let's give him extra damage as well, so he can pop LEDs. Now his only weakness is camo, and if Etienne actually upgrades quickly enough, then that shouldn't be a problem like last time, yes? Very nice. This route actually seems quite similar to last time. I'm not sure if they are AI generated. Maybe I just haven't played Apopalypse often enough to get used to the round layout. I think I remember these zebra balloons last time as well. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. I think we need our tier 3 boomerang now to make sure we can handle this. I love that we actually have a challenging game mode now. That's so good. Anyway, let's get Bionic Boomerang for some big popping power. And wow, it actually remembered we activated our ability. That's quite interesting. Nice, now everything is popped. Except for these camos. Please can you pop the camos? Those are as many green camos like on round 36 usually. Apopalypse is completely like cracked difficult. I love it. I gave him some more XP to make sure he actually gets his camo detection early enough this time. I really don't want to lose because of that again. But I can just get turbocharge as well, because it gives me a camo detection on the boomerang monkey, because I got I got pretty much all of the important upgrades that affect the boomerang monkey in monkey knowledge. So now he can get an extra spin, he can get camo detection just. This guy is correct with his bionic augmentations I give him. It's a lot of fun having him around. And wow, this round is still too much for us to handle. That's so sad. I think getting level 8 will save us here. The nice upgrade. We didn't have enough for turbocharger, so I just put some extra cash in. But now it's not an issue anymore. Having our nice level 8 Etienne, make sure this little UF flying around protects us from all the camo balloons, or rather from their properties. Next up, I really want to get a nice bomb shooter in here, tier 3 at least, so he's powerful, and that will help out just nicely. Turbocharged. Wasn't that something with 3000 earlier, or did I not look correctly? I remember it being 3900 or something. Maybe I'm just confused. Anyway, next round may or may not be a Moab. I have no idea. And I'm actually quite excited to see if it is going to be a Moab or not. For now, really big bombs with frag bombs. This guy is cracked strong. Oh, there's the Moab on 42. Not a problem at all. This bomb shooter is having so much piercing damage mixed up. What a great tower to have. He's doing all the nice splashes, he's doing the direct damage we need. 46 is so difficult. What a crazy round to have. But I think we survive it just barely. Are we able to get rid of all of this before we have our turbocharge ready? That's very dangerous. Do we survive? No, we do not survive. We need to do something about this. Let's see if we can improve on our strategy. I'm so glad this isn't like gyms where I can't restart without getting like blackboard or something. Restarting on this is really helpful. Let's get more press to get rid of the speed from the mobs. And also the big pierce is helping out against these these dense packs of balloons. Also, wasted there last time, because if I missed that, that's quite sad. That would have definitely saved us earlier. Let's get Bloon Impact now. It's not as good as getting Recursive Cluster, but I just like him. Stunning balloons is pretty cool. And he's always doing a fair job, not being overpowered, but still being useful enough to be fun. We're already at round 60, so let's just take our victory here. That was quite a difficult challenge, but I had a lot of fun with it, so I think we chose the right team for the job to make it exciting. That's been it for... Oh wait, one more thing. Let's get a nice boomerang one to celebrate. So to celebrate from the collection event that we won with the boomerang monkey and the cannon. But however, that's been it with medium difficulty. Next up will be hard mode. I hope that will go as well as the ones that were on Apopalypse, but that was so much fun. Anyway, yes, hard mode will be up next, and I'm excited how it's going to be. Well, we will see next time. See you then.